Hello and welcome to my live stream. Today I will be doing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, as it says in the description. I've done basically everything on the first map already. Literally last year. But I haven't been playing it for a whole host of reasons. So anyway, I'm getting into it now. And I hope y'all can enjoy watching me do that. I will try to keep things lighthearted and interesting as best as possible, but I make no promises, as I have no idea what's going to happen next. Story so far, basically, I play this guy named Ivor. He's a Viking, doing Viking things, looting, pillaging, and what have you. But his family was killed, I guess, and that was like the main plot thing for like this start so far. So, the one guy I still have ties to, who is, I guess, friends with my character's dad, who was like his dad was like the leader of the Viking tribe or whatever, and the main guy who is like his best friend or something. I don't understand the ranking system of Vikings, but he was supposed to take place being king or something, but then this other faction got involved, and now they're in charge of things, and don't fully understand how that system's supposed to work, but I guess it's kind of a whoever's the strongest is the one in charge type of thing. And so now we've been kicked out of this location, which is their homeland, and it's some name I can't pronounce because it's not in English. But so now they're fleeing to England and taking this boat full of people and supplies to try to make a new start somewhere where they can, I guess, be King of England instead of wherever the heck we are now. So yeah.
All right, you lazy backrout. Sigurd, what's our course?
The sons of Ragnar established a settlement near the coast. We set sail for that. Bragi, sing a song to lift our Hugr.
To rouse the gods! Inspire a mighty fart from Thor to speed us on our way!
An ocean lies before us, Eivor, and on its far side, a new kingdom awaits.
You know England well from your travels.
I spent a season in their kingdom of Mercia, a temperate land, lush and wild. By now, the sons of Ragnar will have claimed its heart.
Do we mean to join their army?
They will join ours. In time, all of England will know of Ravenclan and the glory we brought to that fractured land. So to England, glory and destiny!
To England!
To England! For Valhalla!
Oh. Okay. Literally 40 hours of gameplay, and now we get the title. Guess that works. Sweet, I got a trophy. Now, who is... Oh, we were in the Animus the whole time. Kind of figured that, but this was the first time I see the outside of it. I bought this game when it first came out, and never got to this point. I don't know who this is, but they're smoking, which is terrible. I do not endorse. Also, why doesn't she have a cup? Is that toilet paper he's using as a paper towel? Oh. Is this supposed to be Cassandra? From Assassin's Creed Odyssey?
In a lecture at the University of Cambridge, Dr. Searca told a worried audience that scientists have few answers for them. Since the mass coronal ejection of 2012, the strength of the Earth's magnetic field has increased by a factor of 50,000. This has resulted in huge disturbances in radio and satellite communications, dangerous bands of radiation around the poles, and as we can all see from our window, an aurora borealis that never burns away. Unfortunately, we are stumped as to why this is happening, and if we cannot find an answer soon, it may change the way we live, the way we communicate, even the way we evolve forever. Dr. Searca went on to say,
I don't recognize her
Bought you more
name badge.
electrolytes?
Oh, Sean!
Oh, new and improved citrus flavor.
This is after the whole
Sean.
Desmond thing. World's skill in turmoil. Got it.
How do we fix this? How are you the key to everything?
Oh, that's the, that's Ivor. Like, zoom in? No, come on. Okay. That's right. What? No, okay. Triangle to examine. But I don't know who she is. She's not Desmond, but Sean's still around. Oh, check out this one. Oh, okay.
It's beautiful. But it's not normal.
Oh, there's the, I still can't zoom in. That. The Aurora. I doubt it would look this cool on the PS4 version. Spots for multiple people.
I should do this more often. Relaxing.
This would have been a good spot for the logo. That's the sun. Why is it? It's like a million times brighter because of, I'm guessing, the whole, dang, that's bright. The whole end of the world thing in Assassin's Creed 3. Can't tell where this is. Is that the same mountain from inside the Animus? How far away can I go before it tells me to go back? Oh, there's a fence. Not up here, I can climb it. Nope. So no running through caves and stuff like you could in Assassin's Creed 3 as Desmond. Ooh, check my mail.
Someone's got mail. An invitation to a fair in Concord. Bring your best crop and you may win a prize. Tempting.
Ironically, I just got done playing Fallout, and the first city you go to is in Concord. So I guess it works. Ooh. I thought for sure. They tricked you. Made you think you could leave the area, only you can't.
Layla, can't run away from this.
Can I go? I want to. Will it let me? Bye! How far is it going to let me go? Oh, the invisible wall. Okay. So there's stealth. Okay, so I can actually climb this dumb ledge. There's not some giant cave over here that's a key to some type of a major plot point. Like there was in Assassin's Creed 3. There was not a previous. Ooh, something. Well, I'm back to the start.
You're a
Okay.
long way from home, Eivor. Oof. I'd rather walk into town than use this.
That's clever, but I absolutely love that you could interact with it.
Some quality stuff here.
That's a lot of tools, but there's nothing holding them to the board there. Oh wait, they are held up by nails. Okay, cool. It's just super tiny.
Oh, mint tea is not actually tea, Bex. It's an infusion. It's really just dirty, minty water.
I don't care what you call it, Sean. Did you buy any?
Of course I did, love.
Hey, sorry about pulling you out. The generator was sputtering.
That's fine. I needed air.
How is the Animus data stream? Comfortable?
Felt pretty stable after a while.
Good. Just give me a sec and you can jump back in.
Another satellite came down. Did you see?
I did. One of Abstergo's.
Satellites.
Well, most of North America just lost its GPS service, so depends what you mean by good, really.
Right. Even when we win, we lose.
Okay, we're all set. Whenever you're ready, you can jump back in.
Yeah, because Abstergo has mind control satellites. That was a plot point we found out in one of the previous games.
That's quite nice. Soothing.
I don't need to stand on the box. Come on. I'll move over here so I can get a good view at that painting. Nope. There's just no way to zoom in. There's literally every button. Okay, appears to be a castle of some kind. Do not recognize the location. Actually, I think that might be from Brotherhood. The, the one map that all it is just a castle in Brotherhood. That might be it.
Hello, Layla.
Sean.
Sean, what do you make of the grave out there?
Well, it overturns a few hundred years of scholarship about the first Europeans to set foot in North America. Apart from that, it's just a bunch of muddy bones, isn't it?
Can we talk about this thing on my neck for a second?
Ah, the mood stabilizer.
That's
Yes.
what that is?
It's
I
not
thought it was the
harmful, is
Wi-Fi.
it? I mean, I feel good, but I want to make sure there's no side effects.
There shouldn't be. It's only blocking outside signals, a passive effect. So the staff doesn't, you know, mess with you.
Sean, what happened last year, I had no control over that. I tried to resist.
I understand. And your old team, maybe they don't. But we've seen that sort of thing before. Still, if you want to work with us and get to the bottom of why the world is about to end for the second time in 8 years, then you wear that thing until we say otherwise. William's orders.
I know. It's not a problem.
It's just a few more weeks, yeah? Just until we figure this out.
You're right. I know you're right.
William is, I want to say, another reference to Assassin's Creed 3. No, it's been so long since I played them.
Sean has been busy.
Strange message. An audio fragment sent from an unknown location to our encrypted servers. Nothing was stolen, nothing corrupted, just a quick deposit and gone. We got lucky this time. So what is it? A cryptic sound file, voice unknown, with a signal beneath it. The signal was a code, led us to a precise spot here in England. We dug, and good lord, we struck gold. Well, silver. Dominant currency in the Dark Ages. The point is, it was a gravesite. A Norse warrior dating to the late 9th century, early 10th century AD, a few centuries before the earliest known settlements. This is big news if we have it right. Questions remain. How did these bones get here and why? Okay, so this would not be the same location from inside the Anubis. Yeah, the staff thing. But if this person's name is Layla, then I don't know what incident he's referring to. She's a new character as far as I know.
I went through hell to bring you here. It had better be worth it.
Super powerful staff, one of the best weapons in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And, the key to resetting Atlantis. So, yeah.
You mind if I put some music on? Go for it. Cool.
all that music. Generic video game music, if ever there was some.
You gonna put this in the fridge, Sean?
Of course. In half a minute.
Remember, tomatoes go on the counter, not the fridge.
We always put them in the fridge. Never had any issues.
Please enjoy your stay. Remember, all the garbage must be packed out, and please water the plants once a day. Yeah, I won't remember that.
Does any of it actually say that? Let's see. I can't tell. Okay, so there's a frog painted with watercolors, looks like. Some postcard thing. Oasis, I believe, reads. And I think that's supposed to be the map of where we are on the fridge. And some bill was paid in full.
Sean, don't forget to water the plants while I'm under, okay?
I'll add it to the calendar and tattoo it on my leg.
Sean still has his sense of humor. That's always good to see.
Feeling okay?
Better. But I'm worried that it could happen again. The two data streams.
I can't promise it won't. I barely understand it myself.
It felt like two minds, fighting over one brain. It hurt like a shotgun to the head.
Right. There's something about this Viking's DNA sample that feels dense, noisy.
Could it be the staff? Interfering somehow?
How do you mean?
My headaches, my temper. They started the day I got that thing.
I hope you're not making excuses for, you know, your friend.
Jesus, no. I'm not.
Sorry. Just take it easy. And if you feel yourself slipping again, let us know.
I'm trying. I really am.
Sounds just like static. Let's see.
Let's have a look.
Oh. Well, this is different. Okay. Mailbox. Reply to no from Raimi Hassan. From Raimi Hassan to Layla Hassan. Okay. Both completely new names as of this game. I know I'm Layla. I have no idea who Raimi is. Thanks for clearing that up in such profound detail. I'm sure I'll sleep soundly now. Ram? What is Ram a nickname for Raimi? From Layla. Oh wait, they're in reverse order. From Layla Hassan to Raimi. Oh, that's in 2020? Oh, I don't have COVID. No, and I'm well isolated. It's just three of us traveling together, staying out of sight. Hell. COVID was horrible. 2020. Disappearing for a while. This is another reply thing to... Oh yeah, okay. This one's first. Oh, One second. Okay. I'll read it in order. From Layla Hassan to Raimi Hassan. It's spelled differently than the other one. Does he? Okay. May 1st, 2021, 39 a.m. Disappearing for a while. Raimi, forgive the short email I wanted to call, but I'm not using phones right now, and my time is limited. I'm still recovering from my trip. Things got out of hand, and nothing went as expected. People got hurt. I told you it was for research, and it was, but not for a whatever. Abstergo. The truth is, I haven't worked for them for a few years. It's a long story, and I won't bother you with the details, but it wasn't for me. Leave it at that. The group I'm with now, I can't explain, not over email, but they've shown me things, given me opportunities, and opened my eyes to a broader view. But not without cost. In fact, I fucked up last year, bad, more than once, and I need to make it right. I know all this sounds cryptic. It is, but I am not in danger, not in the way you might think. If I'm being vague, it's because I need to be. I don't want any data sniffers picking up on keywords that might raise alarms. Do I sound paranoid? A little. Here's the point. Don't worry about me. I'm with a couple of people who I trust now. They've been at this a lot longer than I have, and they're going to see me through this, I promise. This time next year, things will be better. The skies will be clear, the earthquakes will stop, and we'll celebrate Ramadan together. It'll be just like the 90s all over again. Tell Mama and Baba I miss them, and that I'm doing fine. Your sis, L. Okay. And then his reply was the next day, May 2nd. I don't like the sound of any of this, Layla. And I don't like where this is leading. Not using phones? It's not the right way to ease my mind. You have my number. I suggest you call it. And no, I won't say hello to our parents for you, because doing so would bury me in questions I cannot answer. And to tell Father that you no longer work for Abstergo would break his heart. That's all he ever talks about. How his daughter is on the cutting edge of neuroscience. The man doesn't understand the first thing about what you do or did, and he's still proud. I will not be the one to disappoint him. Is it COVID? Okay, so these are all in reverse order. Okay, I should have read the bottom one first. Is that why you're being cagey? Something else? Call him, call me, and stop this insane game of hide and seek. Just want to know you're safe. That you are safe. Ram. Okay, so if this one came first and then this one second, that means this one's actually the first one. And then read it from the bottom again. Okay. This is confusing. I don't know why they did it this way, but it works, I guess. From unknown sender to Layla. Date December 27th, 2019 at 4:49 p.m. Subject, you. Would your favorite baseball team happen to be the Atlantis Eagles? From Layla to the unknown sender. What the fuck is this? Honestly, why would you even reply to an email that you don't know who it's from? Anyway, from unknown sender. Anything that says unknown sender, mark as spam and delete. Never respond. Doesn't matter the circumstances. But okay. To Layla Hassan, date December 27th, 2019. 5:51. So these are all like within a few minutes of each other. subject to you again. Uh, you have a gift and a curse. The gift of old blood, the curse of not understanding. But we can help if you help us. What you did is not your fault, but you must take responsibility for it, otherwise nothing gets done. One of us will contact you. If you miss us, you miss your chance. Okay, the bottom up again. Yep, okay. Unknown sender. January 17th, 2020. So it's like a month later. Next steps. L. One last message, after which all communication between us via this account or any other will cease. We have our own ways of talking, methods that cannot be sniffed or traced. Your previous team made this mistake. They knew the risks, but they were sloppy. Left traces of their activity on everything, digital fingerprints everywhere. That will not happen with us. My colleagues tell me the initial meeting went well. They are impressed, if a little wary of the influence your new toy has on you. But they know better than most what it means to live with such burden. I am curious to know more about this heir of memories epithet. It is not a phrase we have heard in all our decades of research. In a few weeks' time, we will contact you once more. If you are interested in proceeding, follow our instructions to the letter. If you're not interested, or if you break any of our protocols, this will be the last time you hear from us. Take this to heart. The world is sick and getting sicker. The Earth's magnetic field is growing stronger. Satellites are falling from the sky. Earthquakes are getting more frequent. Famines are becoming more and more frequent. And now we have credible reports of a new and deadly virus sweeping through Asia. It feels like we're living through a Yeatsian nightmare. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right, but whatever. Mere anarchy is loosed upon the world in many ways. Oh, we are. But there is hope. There is a cure. Us. In the past few months, we have come across something that may help us solve our most pressing problems. A message, a very promising message, that may help us reverse the dire course we are on. If you want to be a part of the solution, join us. If not, we wish you the best of luck. And then the response is up for some reason. Yeah, here. From Layla, she says, I'm ready. And then they respond with good. Yeah. And that's when everything. Or say put that in order. Oh, excuse me. But whatever. English locales of note. Layla, as you traipse about England, Bex, and I thought you might want to keep your eyes open for a few things. Assassin bureaus, or the hidden ones more accurately. They operated in Roman Britain between the years 100 and 430 CE. It's not clear why they left, but the final date corresponds roughly to the Roman exodus from Britain, so I imagine their leaving had something to do with the Empire's retreat. Mission accomplished, or a loss of faith? Not sure. But we do know that it was several hundred years before the Hidden Ones returned to the island. It may be Basim and Hytham are the first in half a century. From our own archives, I believe there were 6 main bureaus networks operating in the Roman period. Whatever the hell the first name is, London, Winchester, York, Essex, Gloucestershire. These are terrible names, but whatever. These won't be the Saxon names, so you'll have to read between lines. Animus anomalies. Bex noticed these, about 10, embedded in the simulation. They're dense clusters of data that may screw with your ability to navigate Ivor's memories. Approach with caution. We don't know what they'll do if you get too close. They may be harmless. They may induce occipital shock or wipe your mind. Hard to say. Best to err on the side of hell no. But if you're curious, well, I warn you. Pieces of Eden. We don't know of any Isu artifacts you should be looking for specifically, but they're out there, and this was a period where they often cropped up in legend, Norse and Saxon songs, and tales speak of them often, so keep your eyes peeled, especially around Stonehenge. How could that not be an Isu site? Session reports as Hastings. Animus session report. Date the 3rd of November 2014. Oh, so it's 2 years after the whole Desmond Miles died. Oh, I guess William was his dad. That's right. It's all coming back to me. No. Operator is Rebecca Crane. Subject was Sean Hastings. Preface. The transformation of the Order of the Ancients into the Templars as we know them today has always been a subject of considerable debate among our ranks. We have operated with the assumption that the Templars themselves hold some or complete knowledge of this evolution, but at present no concrete historical evidence has ever made it into our hands. What little data we do have is mostly a matter of public record, but with some exceptions, it is commonly understood that the origin of the Knights Templar dates back to 1119 CE, and this indeed was the appearance of the public face of the Templars. However, our records attest to the existence of Templar agents at least 2 centuries before this date. In one badly damaged document, an assassin contract from Normandy in the mid-11th century, the author makes free use of the term Templar. An earlier letter, this time from a hidden one in the region of modern-day Dorset, circa 978 CE, makes mention of a Templar spy within the ranks of the Brotherhood. From this, we can safely assume that the Templar Order, as an entity distinct from the Order of the Ancients, existed at some point in the mid-10th century. So there were assassins in Normandy and in Dorset. Huh. And the hidden ones were what they were called before they were called assassins, thanks to Assassin's Creed Origins. And that, so that was interesting. With an aim to expand our understanding of this dark age, one of our agents recently volunteered to delve into his genetic memories to search for further clues to this age-old mystery. Unfortunately, what he discovered was of little use for our purposes. Sean Hastings began the first of his 7 sessions on October 5th, 2014. Over the course of the next 3 weeks, he followed various matrilineal and patrilineal lines into the past, focusing on the 9th, 10th, and 11th centuries. In search of assassins and or Templars in his bloodline, he found none. Of minor interest, however, was the following personage, here noted for the peculiarity of his biography. Alrekur Thorvaldsen, an early 9th century Jute who sailed north from modern-day Denmark with a wooden plank bearing a carving of a map that purported to mark the location of Thor's hammer. Sean's related to Thor. Alrekur made it as far as Stavanger before running afoul of a powerful clan there. Alrekur was defeated in battle and enthralled as a slave. He escaped his captivity some 10 years later and returned to Jute land to marry and settle down. The location of Alrekur's map is unknown, and the existence of Thor's hammer, a precursor relic no doubt, remains unconfirmed. Alrekur's ancestors would later sail to England following the Norman conquest of the island, settling in what is now called Loughborough in modern-day, however you pronounce that name, Leicestershire, Leicester, I don't know. The irony that a man named Hastings would contain no useful genetic memory data regarding the Norman invasion of England in 1066 was not lost on our dear subject. Still, he retained his usual chipper wit and asked if he might next relive the genetic memories of his grandfather to, quote, give a Nazi a proper bollocking. His grandfather fought in World War II. I'll do this one first. Isu Messengers. Rebecca, before we meet at the site, I want you to see these. Last week, I reviewed the logs from my time with Bayek. That's Assassin's Creed Origins. And came across some old notes. In the years I explored Cleopatra's Egypt, I stumbled across 6 Isu temples, most of which were buried beneath pharaonic tomb sites. Each temple contained an Isu message clearly meant for one with the ability to read genetic memories. I was the lucky one. I don't believe they were intended for Bayek himself, as he seemed wholly unaware of the messages as they played. They may have been encoded in a way that only someone with an animus could see them. It's been a few years since I last heard these messages, so my memory is foggy, but the notes I scribbled down have a clarity that I trust might be something to all this. I don't know. Often I grasp outside of my area of expertise. I'm enthusiastic, but often wrong. But let me know if something else strikes you. Layla. Message 1. Excerpt. Layers upon layers of reality, each blurring into the next. Which is real and which is not? What if none are real? What if everything you know is false? We ran thousands of simulations, searching for the right version, searching for Desmond. Each one of them felt real, but there's no way of truly knowing, is there? Not for sure. Anything can be simulated, and finding the answer could mean erasure. Teasing the assassin maxim, nothing is true, must be careful not to confuse truths with facts. However, a language game, you will always lose. though we may stumble in our attempts to interpret it, the world, the universe, reality, what have you, it is always out there. I believe that, simulated or no. You could imagine a dozen nested simulations, and each one, on the level of itself, would constitute a full reality. Wolfram via Conway suggests the universe is a giant cellular automata. And further, there is a point where the difference between simulated and real is meaningless. If the universe were a simulation, what would it matter? The simulation qua simulation itself would be real, and therefore everything within it would be real within the confines of the simulation. Say, a scientist were able to simulate pain by inducing only a few neurons to fire. No physical harm. I am in pain, the subject says. No, you only believe you are, says the scientist. This is meaningless, as is this. You thought you were in pain, but you were mistaken. Oh yeah, I remember finding that. That was inside of one of the pyramids in Assassin's Creed Origins. Are these all going to be from that? I mean, that was a great game. Especially love the Final Fantasy crossover. I was not expecting Sephiroth to be inside a tomb. A message to excerpt. No surprise, you are designed to have boundaries, after all, and one cannot speak of that which one cannot conceive. The code. The equations that define life. They are nestled deep within every star and every mote of dust. Every second that passes is a word, a symbol, all part of an intricate yet simple language existing within the framework of time itself. It is the one rule which applies to us all, immutable, inescapable. We know this. Humans were the instruments of an earlier species, the Isu. Resist the temptation to say superior, different, they were better suited to some tasks, ill-suited to others, possessed of a mind that we cannot know, but that does not get us anywhere. What is it like to be an Isu? What is it like to be a bat? The implication that the Isu could read time is interesting, but if humans could read time, would it necessarily be in the same manner? And for the same purpose, whether constructed or evolved, or a little of both, as we are. We cannot be said to have been built to achieve the same ends. A round disk on its edge is a wheel on its side, a plate. How we use something can often determine its value and its perceived purpose. I wonder if I'm getting access to all of these because I found it in Assassin's Creed Origins. That would be cool if that was why. Otherwise, are these just stuck in here for everybody to see? I mean, that kind of defeats the whole purpose of having to find them in that game. If we're just given them now. But yeah, in Assassin's Creed Origins, they went over all that stuff because then in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which came after Origins but before this game, you find out that the all of reality is inside of an animus, and the plane in which humanity exists, and time itself, that we know it, is all just one of the many doors that you can walk through in Atlantis, where you can access. That's basically the. Oh, hey, Autumn. I was just explaining to my no subscribers or viewers that in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, you find out that all of reality itself is a simulation, and you can access the different simulations through a room in Atlantis. What text? I didn't see any text. You texted me? Oh, on Discord. What am I doing? I'm live streaming Assassin's Creed. Once I'm done reading the remainder of these 4, if you want to play Wheel of Fortune, we can do that. Message 3 excerpt. Break the code, break the node. These walls tell of a tragic story. A story we transcribed on our structures, on our artifacts. A story we could not alter. A mystery defining us in plain sight. We tried, our scholars and scientists, poets and physicists, bright minds, rebellious hearts. They all tried so hard to bring about change. We all failed. None could change what we discovered. The stories written into the walls of these rooms. The reader has no power. He is but an observer. But the author invents the future. The author owns the future. Yeah, that's because in this game the Isu are the ones, the precursors. They built the simulation that all of humanity existed. The Toba catastrophe, a super-volcanic event paired with a mass coronal ejection, was the beginning of the end for the Isu. It changed the Earth's environment, lowered its available oxygen levels, and generally fucked things up. The Isu never recovered. By our estimations, the last remaining Isu died just a century after the catastrophe. From that point forward, humans, their creation, ruled the roost. This disaster was not unforeseen. Isu scientists had known about their impending doom for years, perhaps decades before the catastrophe occurred. To protect themselves, they worked feverishly to find a solution. The 6 methods they tried, but due to a toxic combination of hubris, political infighting, and bad luck, all 6 failed. The final method proved the most promising, and was nearly complete when tragedy struck. It was this method that Desmond Miles revived when he saved the world from a second solar flare in December 2012. That's Assassin's Creed 3 game. The voice laments the compounded failure of their species to save themselves. But the truth is broader than that. They, with Desmond, saved us. Success deferred. Then this message, break the code, break the node, insistent and very puzzling. Message 4, excerpt. The linear continuity is a simulation that allows for variations. Within the linear continuity, there are nodes, choke points, moments where algorithms converge, the flows of superposed possibilities, to a single moment where only one absolute truth is possible. Paths are fluid, continuous, nodes are static, changeless, and the wave function collapses the paths into nodes which branch out again and again and again. Can you feel the wave collapsing, trying to course-correct Desmond's act of defiance? The incoming node needs the world to end. The algorithms have been carving the flow of possibilities toward that end for over 100 years now. Collapse the wave. Well, outside my area of expertise, must contact someone who knows this shit better. But what it seems to be saying, the structure of space-time, the universe, is built in such a way that certain events or clusters of events are compelled to occur, a bottleneck through which space-time flows, and one nearly impossible to avoid. There is something about this catastrophe, the one Desmond averted in 2012, that compels it to return indifferent to our fear or pain. It is a tidal wave rippling across the sea of space. It crashed once against the dike, and that stopped it for a time, but the sea rears back for another strike, and another, and another. That gives some clarity to what is happening now, all around us, but it remains unclear how to change it, especially from within an animus, a simulation within a simulation. And that right there is a picture of the solar flare from inside the temple inside of Egypt. But the thing is, all of that was explained in the last game, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Buy the DLC. Message 5. Reality is a mathematical model which gets solved over and over again by the observer. Your thoughts are computations, and they render this world for you to call your own. Not all processors are alike. Different brains produce different realities. The variations go from the subtle to the drastic. Your mind defines how much you can taste, how much you can feel, how much you can understand. Perception defines perspective. We designed you and made sure to engineer your senses so you could perceive just what we needed you to, and neither more nor less. There are parts of time we preferred you to remain blind to. It was a necessity. If we could suddenly see time, that would not guarantee the same perception that you possessed. Let us speak of time as an entity, if we may. Let us say that time is a perceivable fact in the same way that light is a perceivable fact. The ability to see this fact in no way guarantees a sympathetic view. There are creatures stumbling around this earth that read light differently than we do, and for different purposes. Humans see in a well-known spectrum, Roy G. Biv. This sense of color is confined to the 3 tones we possess, yet nocturnal creatures see with a different scope for a different purpose. Night stalking, hunting, lurking. They evolved in concert with their needs and are now constrained by them, as are we. Light is only a fact, seen as scant and used differently by different species. To suggest that we might read time is to imply we have a specific use for time. Well, technically, every reality is doomed to end when the simulation is complete. That was, again, the whole point of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And Cassandra stopped it. The end of time itself once before using the staff. So, message 6. The next chapter is unstoppable, and yet the greatest revolutions sometimes originate from the confines of impossibility, do they not? Reality is a simulation. Break the code, and in so doing, escape the inescapable. The Animus was humankind's first unconscious attempt to explain what it could not see, understanding genetic memories, an eye into history. Your animus is different, as is the mind that imagined it. You could escape the code. It could make that leap and make possible a decision that defines the order of things that are. It is ridiculous to imagine that I could change the nature of reality out there from within the confines of an animus, a simulation within the so-called simulation. But I believe I understand what this voice is telling me. My animus is endowed with the ability to suggest alterations to days long past. From any moment in time, I can extrapolate what might have been. Calculations of time. I am not confined to what was, but what could have been. Yes, history is real, facts do matter, but from any moment in time I choose within the animus, I can interrogate the memory. I can ask the world, what if? What if Bayek and Aya had stayed together? What if Chemo had not been murdered? I can suggest these hypotheticals and watch how they unfold. Why would I want to? For knowledge, for a better understanding of what tragedies were avoided. It remains to be seen. I am, in a sense, a reader of the calculations, as the Isu were in days past. Perhaps one day I will be able to harness this talent to see into the future, to predict, to correct, to avoid. That would be worth something. And here's a diagram of a wormhole. Yeah. The staff of Eden. The staff of Hermes. Trismegistus. There it is. Acquired from the Eagle Bear, Cassandra, in 2018. Yeah, Cassandra survived all the way from ancient times until present day. Presumed manufacture date late in the Isu Singularity Age. Was that negative 75,100 BCE to negative 2200 IE, Isu era. This staff, one of many Isu staffs known to us, is first and foremost a medical device with the ability to heal, repair, restore, and rejuvenate organic tissues with unprecedented swiftness. It has been known to extend the life of its bearers well beyond the average human and Isu lifespans, and is presumed to have the ability to resuscitate living creatures in critical or suspended states. It has not been verified if the staff has the ability to resurrect the dead, but this seems unlikely based on its known features. It appears to work by reading and copying its bearer's DNA to ensure perfect replication on a broad scale. It is able to detect erroneous copies and deploy repairs so long as its bearer remains within direct contact. It has been used as a weapon infrequently, possibly by taking advantage of the tremendous power it draws from the Isu wireless energy lattice. The staff has also acted as a conduit or container for the personality of an Isu called Aletheia. It is not known if this personality is Aletheia's original consciousness or a simulation of the original, though most neuroscientists call this a distinction without a difference. As of early 2019, the entity known as Aletheia has made no further attempts to contact me. As yet, my purpose as the so-called heir of memories, as Aletheia has dubbed me, remains unclear. Known bearers, Hermes, Trismegistus II, Pythagoras, and then Cassandra. And now Layla. Nice.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
Strange message broadcast from an unknown source north of the Arctic Circle. The message was broadcast for 9 days, then ceased. Spectrum analysis of the message revealed coordinates to a Norse grave site in New England, USA. I guess that's where my character is. Desmond 1?
No, come on, Sean. Turn that thing off.
Oh, hold on. I like what you said there. I want to get this for posterity. Say it again, nice and loud.
Seriously?
Sure, come on. If nothing else, it'll give me leverage with your old man.
Ah, that's your angle. Nice. What I said was, I wish I hadn't been born into the Assassins. I wish I had chosen this life. Is that good enough?
Sure, but why is that?
Because choice is the central idea of our creed. It underpins everything, right? It's about free will. It's about seeing the evidence before you and saying, yes, this is what I want. Or, no, this isn't for me. But when you're born into a group like this, or any other, like I was, you get mixed signals. You get told over and over again, this is what we believe. These are the rules. This is reality. No deviation. And if you question it, oh, they look at you like you killed a puppy. That's hardly free will. It's a weird irony when free will is your central belief, but nobody wants you to believe otherwise. I don't know how to say it exactly, but I always thought there was something self-destructive about our creed. If free will is the most important moral guidepost we have, we should be free to ignore it. To choose submission, for example. You know what I mean? Like, we should be free to side with the Templars. If it's really my choice, I could do that.
Right. It's almost self-refuting. A democracy could democratically elect a dictator or choose to get rid of democracy altogether. Within our creed is the seed of its own destruction. That's what makes it powerful, I think. And fragile.
Right. The more freedom you have, the more risky it is, you know? Anyway, my dad has mellowed over the years, but he was strict when we lived on the farm. He ran a tight ship. I never got the impression that I was free to choose my path forward. Our creed, our tenets, they were drilled into my head. By the time I was a teenager, I was following these rules out of a sense of duty. This was just what we did.
That happens to a lot of organizations over time. Stagnation sets in, you know? A fundamentalism.
Yeah. Following the rules becomes more important than achieving whatever goal you set out for yourself. And people start to lose sight of the reason the rules exist.
That's called deontology, or a form of it. Following a rule for its own sake, and not for the consequences it has.
Yeah, but that feels backwards, doesn't it?
Well, I think so. Following a rule is the easy part. Praying, taking a sip of wine, munching on a wafer. Rituals that give comfort.
But that's just going through the motions. It makes people feel like they're doing something. When the hard work is, well, actually getting off your ass and doing something productive. I think people just want boundaries. Tight boundaries. They want to see the four walls that pen them in.
I don't disagree.
Anything outside that, anything that makes life more complex, that's scary. That's why I envy you. You chose this life. You went through that process, and you decided, yes, I believe in this.
Sure. It didn't stop me from being an insufferable know-it-all as a teenager, but I see your point.
I would have loved to have been a know-it-all. I knew nothing. Not until you guys found me. Yeah. It wasn't until I met you, and Bex and Lucy, that I knew. I knew I wanted to
I
be
don't
an
know
assassin.
who the heck those people are.
Oh, thanks, Des. Come here. Bring it in, bud. I don't normally like touching, but I'll make an exception now.
I am not hugging you.
You sure? Because I smell very nice today.
Can you just turn that off?
I recognize Sean, but the others I don't. Just because that's been so long since I played those games, but I don't know.
Thought you might be interested in this. Conversations that Bex and I had with Desmond back in 2012. December, I think. Just candid talks, that's all. We didn't square any circles or write any beat poetry. But he did have some interesting insights into his time in the Animus and what it means to be an assassin.
The subtitles are way off, but yeah,
You
anyway.
might find you and he had similar experiences, so, well, let me know what you think. Unless it's to tell me I sound like a total prat in these recordings. If that's the case, just say nothing. I mean, I did have a slight cold at the time I recorded these. That's probably why I sound odd. Anyway, okay, I'm done anyway, so turn off. Turn off. Oh, it's actually just a button. Sorry, here we go.
Hold on, I'll just set this here.
Do you guys record everything we talk about?
Not everything, but you've been using the Animus so much, I thought this was a good chance to learn some things about prolonged exposure.
So I'm your guinea pig.
No, my guinea pigs are all dead. The Animus was too much for them to handle.
Cute.
Can I ask you about the bleeding effect? Any recent flashes? Any memories resurfacing?
Yeah, the usual things. Ghost images of Altair and Ezio a few times a day. Nothing intrusive, just brief moments. They pass quickly, almost without me noticing, like a figure in the corner of my eye, or remembering a dream from the night before. I did have one extended hallucination a few days ago. It was Ezio. He was older, around the time he left Cappadocia. He was standing on the deck of a ship, alone. And through him, I could feel an intense regret or guilt. And it felt to me like he'd had a loss of faith in himself, in the creed, like he couldn't keep it up, couldn't stay true to his ideals. And as I watched him, I thought, is this the moment he decided he was done being an assassin? It felt like it. Anyway, most of my visions have been brief, lasting just a few seconds. They're like complete memories of small moments that appear suddenly out of nowhere, fully formed. It's a strange feeling.
Okay, anything else?
I'm starting to see Connor now, too. Though I hear his voice more often than I see him. I'm sure that will change. Oh, yeah, and yesterday, just before bed, I had a memory of being on a beach in the Caribbean with a bunch of sailors. Or maybe they were pirates. No idea.
Huh, we'll look into that. And how do you feel in general?
In general? Well, I
Assassin's Creed
for one.
4.
Much older. And
Black
it's
Flag.
strangely comforting. I'm collecting the memories and skills and thoughts of so many people. I feel like I've lived a few hundred years or more. Is it possible that if I do this for too long, it'll push my own memories aside? That I'll be everyone but myself after a while?
It's possible. That's called identity substitution. It's happened before, but it's rare. And someone with your background shouldn't need to worry.
My background? You mean someone with my genes? My abilities?
You have E-suit DNA, and that lets you see things and do things and withstand traumas that other people can't.
And I can suffer in ways that others can't. That's not something to be proud of.
You mean the apple?
Yeah, it has a pull, Bex. It tugs at my brain. It talks to me, teases me, drives me mad. And what I did to Lucy, God damn it. Nothing is worth the damage I did. The pain I caused.
I know, but you're special. That's the point.
I'm not special, Bex. I'm lucky. That's all.
I understand.
We're assassins. It's our creed that makes us different, not our genes, not our blood. Anyone can join us.
That's true. But let's leave that aside for a second. What I want to know is, have you ever had any Isu memories resurface?
Isu memories? I don't think so. I can't even begin to imagine what that would feel like.
I think you'd know if you did. Maybe one day, we might be able to induce something.
Jesus, let's fix the world first, okay? Before we start digging up my ancient ancestors.
Deal.
With my luck, I'll be related to some third-rate Isu like Sisyphus or something.
Way to aim high, buddy.
Hey, you gotta.
That's actually kind of funny. Oh, there's stuff in the trash. File corrupted. Good reason to throw it away. M and MME Bibao. My name is Layla Hassan. I was a friend and colleague of Victoria's, both at Abstergo and in our subsequent freelance careers. In all the time I knew and worked with your daughter, I was always struck by her limitless intelligence, her humor, and her ability to focus. Even in times of great stress, she was an inspiration, not just to me, but to all those who worked with her. I am writing to you now with the hope of shedding some light on the circumstances of her death. I realize it must be strange to receive a letter out of the blue from someone whose name you've probably never heard, offering to explain the tragic loss of one so dear. But if you'll allow me, I will try. I was with your daughter in the moments leading up to the unfortunate incident that took her life. In fact, I am partly to blame for it. I understand why this was deleted. Whoever the heck Victoria Bibao is. Oh, okay. Actually, I'm curious. Oh, that's just X thing. A bearskin rug. And your foot goes through the bear's face. Got it. Oh, there's something. There's a couch.
Be nice to sleep in a real bed when this is over.
That is your real bed, right there. Oh, shit. Now can I walk that way?
Damn.
It's clearly just over the hill down this path. Nope. Still a dead end.
Probably bought this in a coffee shop somewhere in Concord.
It's the same exact gnome from Fortnite. I love it. They got the Fortnite gnome. Ooh, look on the vehicle.
I'm not going anywhere. Not yet.
You don't want to check out the satellite? I already sat here earlier. That's the reason blood is important in the Assassin's Creed universe. It's the way to access the genetic memory of the Isu.
Would love to play around, but I have bigger things on my mind.
Yeah, like the satellite thing that just crashed on the way. Sean, did you see that? The satellite crashed just over the hill. We should go check it out. No, nothing. Completely oblivious. Big mouth Billy Bass. Nope. Not a singing fish. Got an emote in front of it.
All right, time to go.
There we go.
Norway to England takes about a week by long ship, so I'll scrub ahead. Layla, you okay?
Sorry. Can you play the message again?
We have the transcript. If you're looking for something, I can go
No,
and...
I want to hear it.
Okay.
I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just... that message led us here. To this place. To a Norse grave in North America. So those bones out there are the only lead we have. Our only chance at fixing this planet before it's too late.
Here it is.
I lived. I died.
Oh, yeah, that's the same one from earlier.
And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
Ivor
Unsettling,
Wolfkist.
that is.
That pulse in the message. Are you sure it's just coordinates? Nothing else?
Nothing I can find.
Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go.
And I got the full Isu armor outfit. The only thing that's not Isu is the sword and the bow and arrow. Which is the best one to have. England, 873 CE.
There she is. England, our new home.
Not a patch on Norway, but we'll make this land our own soon enough.
I'm glad to see any land at all. I'll be happy to have my feet on solid ground again.
We must not rush our landing. All you see here is Saxon territory. The Kingdom of Mercia, largely unpacified. There will be eyes watching us from the trees, with bows drawn and traps set. We must be wary. Randi, dig in your oars, all standing.
Have you spotted something?
Not yet. But let us go ahead to clear the path of any dangers, then follow our lead.
Can't see
when the sun
anything. The sun
brushes
is
the
way too
horizon.
bright.
Understood. May Thor bless you all on your...
I wonder if I can turn down the brightness. Yeah. The 5 was the default, so.
Sail on!
Yes!
Still
I'm
insanely
ready for
bright.
whatever these green-thumbed fairy folk have to throw at us.
Sigurd, do the sons of Ragnar know that we're coming?
They do not, for they will not scoff at our visit. Of the 4 kingdoms in England, the sons of Ragnar have settled only one. The rest is ripe for the taking.
Do we mean to join their army?
No, no. We will speak with them, get the lay of the land, and carve this country into as many pieces as we see fit.
Look ahead there! Is that what
I'm
passes
trying,
for a
I can't
town?
see anything.
Plain brick in a single rune to their timid god?
That rune is called a root, Doug. The cross upon which their god was sacrificed. It sits atop a monastery, a place of worship.
That cross killed their Christ, and now they display it in worship? Bizarre.
We carve idols of our gods and make wishes before them, like our sacrifices to Odin, the One-Eyed.
But we do not worship the wolf that kills him. That is the difference.
Whatever strangeness we see in these Saxons, they must think the same of us.
The hammer! Now there is a symbol worthy of a god. A bolt of lightning would take that cross clean off.
It's not what the
Look there!
cross is at all.
What are
But
they doing?
Ritual drowning.
Baptism, Dad. Are the ways of Christians really so unfamiliar to you?
Not at all. I simply forgot. Someone has to keep the conversation up. It must be priests and worshippers alone in that place. We could storm this port with ease. Sack it without breaking a sweat.
So much in the way of pressure there?
Always! They shape precious metals and cut jewels to their gods. There will be a fortune there.
Later, Dag. There will be time enough for raiding once we have settled.
it's on that side? Oh, there it is.
Come to, stop the boat. Pull up over there. Way forward is blocked by a chain spanning the river. We must remove it before passing on.
A chain? Can we cut through it?
It's too thick for access. But there must be a way to release it, somewhere in that camp.
I will go.
And I will be right behind you.
No, Dag. You stay here. Should trouble come our way, I want you defending the ship.
A good idea. Send out the arrow and keep your sharpest axe at hand, huh?
Something like that.
Okay, the camera system was weird on that whole thing. Before I go and do that, I'm saving. I'm wary of those horses that were on the hill, and of course these guys. Yeah, can't get them in one shot.
I must be careful now.
So the ladder's on the opposite side. Guy in the tower is looking away. Get it? Alright, so I can't climb up there. Thankfully, there's enough reeds, I guess. I'll just show up here and nobody even notices. Guess who? It's me.
This chain is huge and poorly anchored, it appears. I might be able to shoot it.
I will take that. And that. And that. Please. Read that. River chain blockade. After conducting several trials, we found that these naval chains will hold against even the most durable Danish longships. So long as the mechanism remains intact, several more blockades will be constructed in the coming months and are to be installed on the rivers leading inland. This is our best defense against any forthcoming incursions. It is imperative that these blockades be maintained and kept operational at all times. Any failure of function is to be reported immediately. And I should probably pick up this dude. You're going in the bushes. You're going in the bushes. There we go. Nope. You can go in the water. Just yeet. This guy's like, it's too quiet. Where's the patrol? Just the one dude all by himself. I guess we're supposed to shoot it? Easy enough.
Back to the boat! We should be close now, barring any more surprises.
Well, the boat's not going to leave without me. So I could finish looting the area. I'm here.
Best stay shut.
I got something for you. It's in this haystack. Surprise. Nothing. But it says wealth twinkling every time I do that. Guess who? And you're going in the grass. Right next to the other guy. Come on, climb the ladder. I love doing this. Hey, you.
Huh? What's that about?
Guess who?
Huh?
Yeet. Bye. And that's the entire area looted. You can also go over there. Oops. Can't forget other random objects. Always with the baskets. Okay, can't break those. You can tell sometimes. It won't let me take the note though. Oh well. Okay, nice. It's not working. They'll never even notice.
Fine work. I say we go back, Sigurd. Give those dogs a good knock around and take whatever treasures they have. Easy pickings.
Not today, Dad. We press on until we reach our goal. We cannot afford another surprise. Now be on your guard. It should not be far.
Gods, I'm ravenous. I hope they have food and ale on hand when we arrive. You should have sent word ahead of us, Sigurd, to get something on the spit.
If Halfdan, Ubba, and Ivar Ragnarsson are lacking food in England, then all of us will starve. Have no worry.
Ah, I can see it now. A suckling pig, tender and juicy. And the ale as gold as the treasures that we failed to steal back there.
A man of simple pleasures, aren't you, Dag?
And he is happier for it. For my part, I look forward to standing in the footsteps of the giants that built this land.
What giants?
The great Romans and their empire. Giants of a forgotten age. They held dominion here long ago, and their ruins dot the landscape. Every brick and stone tells a story of conquest and glory. And now, they are rubble and ash.
Ready to be remade. We will rebuild their empire, brick by brick, and ours will not crumble to dust.
All things end, Dog. The ruins are not a warning. They are a testament. Look there, just ahead, where the sons of Ragnar make their camp.
At last, to find our feet on steady ground.
Sigurd, hold back. Something isn't right.
Good eye. There's too little movement for an army. Only tents and a few men.
Not the army we hoped to find.
No. Let us get a closer look.
Oh, now that dock loads in.
Those are not Norsemen. They're too ragged and soiled.
We should proceed on foot, lest they spot the boats.
Dag and I will go together.
We all go. If they are friends, I wish to meet them as a Jarl. And if they are foes, then we fight them all, together.
Couple guys on horseback that were following this whole way.
Who are these men?
They speak with twisted accents. English, no doubt.
Dag, Eivor! On me!
Oi, what's this? A mess of filthy Danes befouling our riverways?
What's a name?
Give us your name.
Oh, Saxon Bandit.
I am Sigurd Jarl of Fornberg. And you are...
Men who do not take kindly to Dane invaders creeping into our camp. You'd best move along, pagan. Spare yourselves a slaughter.
You threaten Norsemen with a play of swords and expect us to cower?
I have been 8 days at sea without a drop of blood to whet my axe. So
What's a
spare
Dane?
the chatter, buckerout, and draw your weapon.
Let's finish...
Brief intermission. I am back.
Johnny!
Hello.
I was wondering what was taking you so long.
Yeah, it never, when I'm streaming, it doesn't show that you ever send me messages or anything.
Seriously?
Yeah, all messages are negated while I'm streaming. The only message I saw from you last was the one you had messaged in the stream itself.
Because I sent you a message on Discord and I sent you an invite.
I saw the one on Discord. That just says, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, because I was wondering, what were you doing?
And I answered you in the live stream. I don't know if you heard that.
Oh, no. I had, right after I was texting you and stuff, which is real, I had homework I had to do before midnight.
Don't you always? You should
Yep.
check that before
Well,
before
everything's
midnight.
due on Sunday at midnight.
Of course it
Which I
is.
got done. So now I can play games all I want.
Nice.
You have what you wish for, Dad. It feels like home already. You had your chance to run away, and it passed you by. Time to ride.
That was cool. How do I... Oh, here we go. How do I... Oh, there was a way to shield bash, I thought. I don't remember how to do that. Who else is left? Oh, way over here.
Have a look around.
Have a look around. Okay, I will. So are you still watching the stream at all, or no?
No. I'm on Star Rail.
Oh, of course.
Have a look around, all of you. I want no more surprises.
Right. I'll check the longhouse.
Ah, there's...
Nothing to see here. All good.
We barely need any food. You know what? I'm gonna shove all of these guys into a pile. Where's an inconspicuous spot I could just dump people at?
Look here, they ate rats for supper. Explains why they fought like
It's Assassin's Creed after all. I'm looking for a hay bale or something. I mean, I could shove them all in this tent, but I don't know. I just share screening. Preferably want to put them someplace off the road where they're not gonna draw attention, so it looks like. Is that an enemy? Oh, it's on my side. Oh, the guys on my side and the guys I'm fighting look too similar. It's hard to tell them apart.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
not thick enough
I was
focus.
in originally in a party with Brian, Liz, and Country, but Zach and Country were arguing, and I did not want to hear, so I left without saying anything.
I don't blame you.
I hate arguing, especially yelling. I don't like it.
Me neither. Which is why I stopped talking to Country. But because that's like all it was anymore. Every time we were in party, she was, ugh. And I can't stand it.
Plus, it was very hard when I had to see it in person too.
You had to see it in person.
I've been to her house. Like I
I knew
stayed with
that,
her
but
before.
I mean, like you had to deal with that same type of crap in person.
No, normally they don't argue like this, but I literally saw them literally yelling at each other once. Made me cry, but
Yeah. I can't handle stress.
there.
Like at all. I tend to have panic attacks, so I can't be in those situations. And it was just every time she was around, I was basically having a panic attack, and it was just bad. That's one of not the only, but one of the main reasons why I am not going to ever talk to her again. It's too stressful.
Keep an eye on the roads running from camp. An ambush could come from anywhere.
Anyway, moving on. I'm putting all of the bodies next to this tree so I'll know where they are. And if not like this is going to be an issue at all.
I think this is clear. What do you say, darling?
No, one of the NPCs just said something. But, I'm putting all of the bodies in a corner, so that way, for one, they don't get spotted by like passing horses and stuff. Because this is my first time being in this country, even in the game, so I want to make a good impression. And if some rando comes across just a big pile of bodies where a fort full of people used to be, that's probably going to send the wrong impression. Don't you think?
Yeah, probably.
Like, what happens to these people? Well, nothing. No, they all had the plague. Scavengers might still be hiding in the remains of the longhouse. I don't know where the longhouse is, or even what a longhouse is. Okay, it's not this building. I know that. And it's not the red one. Maybe it's that up there? Vikings are weird. That's all I know. Right, Autumn.
Yes.
They pillage everything. That's what they do. They're Vikings.
Hmm.
It was a bit upsetting as I am a Christian and we just pass like coming to this country, England. The longboat thing passes by a church, and they're doing a baptism in the river, and his first comments were like, "What is that weird rune on their on their building?"
Hmm.
He was talking about the cross. The cross is not a rune. Then they go and say like, well, why did if Jesus was killed on that on that thing, why would they be worshiping the thing that killed their God? You know, it's like the cross didn't do it. These people are so stupid. It was the people that did it. Their cross was just what the Romans did to everybody. Literally, Jesus was not the first dude to get crucified. That was just how they did public executions back in the day.
Hmm.
He wasn't the first, wasn't the last person to be crucified. It was a very popular thing with the Romans to do that. The thing that made it a big deal was the fact that he was God, and when he died, the earth shook and there was thunder in the sky, which was when it was normally like a clear day or whatever, and the fact that there was an eclipse, you know, like the moment he died, there was an eclipse, according to NASA. Literally, the second that Jesus supposedly like lost consciousness and died on the cross is when the eclipse started.
Hmm.
Yeah, don't ask me. NASA was the one that figured that one out. That was what made it unique and memorable and special. Not. I mean, plus there was the whole him dying on the cross wasn't even the like he didn't just die up there. He was up there for a while. He did a whole speech thing. And then uh, Judas Iscariot, I think was his last name. It went and stabbed him because being killed on the cross wasn't enough. So he stabbed him in the side with a spear, just to make sure he's dead. You know. It was the whole thing. It was a big ordeal, and in fact, it wasn't even until like the last 50 years or so that people even started questioning whether or not Jesus was a real dude, because there's some reference to Jesus in almost every religion on the planet. They all disagree on what he was and what his purpose was for why he was here, but they all agree that he was an actual dude. Only like, as I said, like the most recent 50 years or so did anyone ever question? Like, did they start questioning whether or not he was a real person? Like, you can visit what they think was his actual grave site and everything, and walk the path that he did to where the hill was and everything. I mean, you can. They do tours and shit nowadays. But anyway, I got off on a tangent. Sorry.
You're good. Hold on. I'm trying to get my cat out because I think it's Sarah out. There, go.
I was just kind of upset that they I mean, clearly my character is a Viking and wouldn't know the first thing about Christians because he's never really come across them before in his life. But he's like, well, why are they drowning that person? When he passed by the baptism, it's like, that's not what's going on. Baptism is when you get dipped in water for like a second. And it's a symbol thing of, you know, sins being washed away and all that. It's no more deadly than a bath. You're just fully clothed. It's not like Ivor's never taken a bath before. Come on.
Gotcha.
I mean, I hope he's taken a bath at some point in his life. Otherwise, this is the stinkiest assassin in history. No, they never saw me coming, but they could smell me for miles. Okay, every dot down there represents a separate body, so that's what? How many people? That's a lot. I think that's everybody. We definitely didn't fight this far up.
These folks know nothing of tending to their weapons. Careless fools.
I thought that was an enemy. No, he's got the blue dot. Like, friends. Well, there was literally no way to avoid this fight. Hmm?
I would find at least one of those fools squirreled away somewhere.
Well, the guy needs help with the door. Bye. Can't get in, huh? And can I let the other guy in?
Wait. Who are you? Are you with those brigands as well?
Sigurd, Dag, in here. Those men had prisoners.
Can I open the door?
They ate rats for supper. Explains why they fought like vermin.
I don't... Oh, there was an open door.
Eivor, look at this.
Hmm? Yeah, I said look at this and there was nothing.
You there! Untie us! Let us walk and we will not hurt you!
Quite bold in those bindings. I like your spirit.
We are very agreeable people, I promise. You need not kill us.
Peace, friend. We have no need or wish to hurt you. What are your names?
Yenli. I'm a merchant, not a bandit like those others. And this is Rowan.
Rowan, that's right. I'm a stable hand, that's all. I keep horses and, well, I did, till those brigands sold them off.
They meant to sell us next, as slaves to the nearest bidder. But I ripped their eyes out before I let that happen.
And how did you find yourselves here?
We came to trade with the Sons of Ragnar, at Halfdan Jarl's asking. But they were gone when we arrived.
Unbind them.
Excuse me.
You know the Sons of Ragnar?
Aye. Sold many a mare and stallion to the brothers. Good men. Always paid me fair.
From the look of this camp, they've been gone for some time. Where will you go now? What will you do?
Rebuild my stocks, start anew. I have friends and allies across the land to aid me, but it won't be easy.
Every town and village needs a stable to keep horses fit and trim. I'll find my footing again. Somewhere.
What are you thinking?
That we could use their skills as we get settled. Having access to trade.
Can't even see his face with the helmet I'm wearing.
My thoughts as well. Any friend of the Ragnarsons is a friend of mine. Right, Dag?
Whatever you think is best, Sigurd.
Janli, Rowan, I am Sigurd Jarl of Thornberg, son of Styrbjörn. This is Eivor and Dag. Both of you are free to go, but more than welcome to stay if you're willing to pull your weight.
We'd be happy to, if only to get back on our feet.
Then let it be done. The Raven clan welcomes you. From strangers into friends, into family. The others have arrived. Come.
I have a good feeling about this place.
Honored family, friends, welcome to your new home.
Oh, they're straight up building a settlement. Okay. Well, there's a stable guy. Well, they look important. And there's me, hammering away.
Fine work. A longhouse to rival any I've seen.
All they did was dust.
Now come. Randvi has found something I would like you to see.
Eivor, Sigurd, I give you England and its 4 kingdoms. Mercia, East Anglia, Northumbria, and Wessex. From the few plans and maps I discovered here, I believe the Sons of Ragnar have pushed further into Mercia, here. My scouts will soon tell me if I am correct.
Where are we?
Here, in this unnamed copse of trees.
Unnamed? We cannot let that stand. What will we call this place?
I might have an idea.
Oh, do I get to actually name it?
Ravensthorpe. The village
Oh.
of ravens.
I didn't get to pick.
I like it. The poet in you sings once again. One day this name will be known throughout all of England.
A name is only a beginning. If we want renown, we must build. Expand.
Agreed. We should begin with a forge. Can you help Gunnar get working again?
We'll need cargo, supplies.
For that our neighbors will provide, whether they wish to or not.
Scarcely arrived, and now we must raid.
We cannot master this land merely by asking.
I'll go and speak with Gunnar now.
Good work, my dear.
I mean, we
And
could
what else
ask.
have you found?
Short notes,
Would save a lot of
mostly.
trouble.
Scraps of plans, old letters, a few runestone messages. It took some time to decipher the mess and piece it all back together.
Do I get to loot this place, or is this just decorative? Cool suits of armor. I can't sit in the chair. You still there?
Yep, still here.
So how's your game going?
Going good. I'm retrying this map that I tried to do previously, like a while ago, but ended up failing because my characters are too weak. But I got a really strong character this time, so
Well, that's good.
normally, like, Alex is my go-to person for this game, and has not been answering me lately, so I'm on my own on this.
I like living in the longhouse. I feel like a jarl.
Well, I wish you the best in all of that.
Wait, can you see my screen while live streaming or no?
Are you share screening? What the heck? What in the world are you doing? Oh, it's turn-based combat?
Kinda.
Oh. It's insanely loud, though. Sorry. Ooh, there's a poem here. I found a poem. The poem is titled Joy. A poem by Holger. I'm gonna read it. We know such joy in this new land that it feels new to my heart. And on this shore where I do stand, I will make a new artistic start. Thus I shout to the gods above to grant me their gifts. Happiness, comfort, women, men, others. What? The horses, things that bring joy: art, painting, epics, rhyme, other things, as I think on them, a wooden spoon, dog. The poem continues for several dozen pages. It actually ends there. Well, I guess he's up for anything, isn't it? Whoever that person was. Yeah, I've looted everything, but it won't let me click on this stupid letter. It looks important, it's highlighted and everything. But it won't let me touch it.
Not a bad place, Eivor. Not at all.
Gunner.
Can I help you with anything?
Sigurd wants your forge up and running as soon as possible. For that, we need supplies and riches.
Ah, you mean to go a Viking then? Good, good. How I miss those days. Ransacking and pillaging. Blade singing and shield splintering.
I would ask you to join us, but you are the only blacksmith we have. We cannot afford your loss.
Oh, it's no bother. Better I forge axes than swing them. My place is here, not pulling on the oar of a river horse. Though you do remind me, I found a map among the bandits' rubbish, marked up with the locations of Saxon monk huts.
Yes. Bandits know as well as we do. Monasteries are full of riches and loot.
Take the map with you, and put it to better use than they did.
Okay. Well, I guess my guy is a Viking, so I gotta go do Viking things. What is this? Oh.
We lack the needed supplies to build Gunner's forge. I should gather the crew and go raiding.
That was kind of the idea. What is this? Cartography room? Nice, but there's no names on the map. The other map had names.
Not doing well.
I thought you said you had more powerful people.
I did, then he died.
They cleared the tree of all the bodies I buried there. That's no fun. I think the weapons on my back themselves are the wealth that is tinkling on the subtitles. do your eagle vision thing, it's supposed to tell you where stuff is, but it doesn't do a very good job of it in this game. I think there should be something in here, but there's nothing. Oh well. Oh, you and I were going to play Wheel of Fortune today. I'm remembering this now. Do you still plan on doing that? Or are you busy with your thing? Autumn.
What?
I I asked you a question.
What'd you say?
I said I just remembered that we were going to play Wheel of Fortune together earlier. That never happened. Is that still on the agenda, or
I'm assuming so.
Are you busy doing other stuff?
No, I'm not busy.
Okay.
Let me try to finish this match real quick, because I have to fight him 2 more times in order to win.
That's the oh my god.
Luckily, I have a healer and stuff, but I can't heal my fallen characters, which sucks.
Still not letting me click on them. Oh well. So you can't res your team?
Mm.
Damn. Is there like a specific item or an ability that you need to get in order to do that? Or is it just not something that can be done in that game?
I can't get him to come, like, I can't revive him.
So when they're dead, they're just dead?
Yeah, he's literally dead.
Well, that sucks.
I know.
Do you have to then replace him with somebody else, or?
Nope, I can't replace him.
But he's dead. And you can't bring him back. So.
Nope. My character is about to die again.
Oh. You just restart from the previous save then? Is that it?
Well, luckily my healer heals a lot, so hopefully maybe not.
Centurion! Listen all. For the good of our clan, it is time we go a Viking! Today we raid, that tomorrow we may build!
At last!
Oh, what the hell is
Christian monasteries like a
Can't raise the sail here.
The Saxons know we are here, though. The
This
monasteries
is not
will
gonna
be
end
well
well.
guarded.
by nothing more than priests and prayers, I'd wager.
So now I gotta go kill a monastery full of people.
We need an epic tale.
During my 19th winter, King Styrbjorn ordered the construction of a new longhouse. A splendid hall you now see at Thornburg. To build this longhouse, he employed the help of 20 men. I was
Dang it! No, Link is dead.
the strongest and stoutest man
Well,
I'd ever
it's only
seen.
Taka the
He set
remaining one.
about felling trees and hewing wood for timber. Fradi was the fastest of us, dropping 41 trees in only 2 days. On the third day, a spindly man called Nar was near upon felling his first tree. He had hacked it all the way around like some mad animal. When the tree fell, it did so in a direction he had not wished. Straight down upon Fradi. Nar called out, but it was too late. Fradi had only enough time to turn and face the doom bearing down upon him. With that, he raised his arms to embrace the timber hammer. Eivor, look there, a monastery.
I stand ready. Only say the word.
Wait a minute, I know why I lost, because I was in normal.
Back to the story.
Casual.
The force of the trees falling drove Fradi deep into the snowbank, yet his arms never let go. He held that angry trunk as a lover. Like hounds, we scooped at the snow to reach him. We found Fradi
I like to do the auto thing where it does it for me, but now I have no choice.
Upon his shoulder.
Oh. I'm gonna raid this place.
Yep, I should be done any second now, or any minute. Because I'm actually doing a lot of damage than I thought.
Find what they hide and take it.
And kill those guards!
Follow my order. Let's lead you.
There we go. Still more to loot, though. Yeah.
Get round the shop.
This is all mine!
Shut up, ruin rabbit!
Wait, he's an ally. Oops.
What's cool is if I beat the boss's points, I get an extra ultimate turn.
Okay. But there appear to be enemies inside of that building. But if I go in there, who knows?
That is all we need for gunners. But if there's more, we should claim it.
They need a proper door other than that stupid wooden thing. The door looked like it could fall off its hinges at any moment. I guess this building's the only one left. So why is it on fire? No one was even over here to start the fire.
Hey, come here a moment.
I could use a hand. I was stuck in a loop.
Take the coward up! Take your last breath. Go, damn you!
Come, help me with this.
Oh, okay, that's a trophy.
We're done here. Come on!
That was it, just the two chests. I wonder if let me click on that. Right, here we go. This. No, I still can't see. He comes in here running. Oh. Was it the symbol to retreat? What is this building? Cannot open. Ooh. Resident's note. Everywhere I turn, there is sickness. It sweeps through this monastery like a plague. I hear their groans, the wailing. We have been burning the ones who have died for fear their corpses will infect the ground they are buried beneath. God help us. Oh, it's the time of the Black Plague. This is not the time to be invading England. What do you think, Autumn?
I don't know. Surprisingly, my characters are actually surviving this time than dying.
Nice. Why would I hit the button to end? Well, that's building up just like.
Dang it. Of course, Lume had to die again.
Yeah, people gotta stop dying on you, Ron. Don't let them die.
I'm trying not to.
I think that's literally everything. Ooh, I didn't check here yet. Really? You'll never guess the wonderful loot I just collected from this crypt. It was an empty cardboard box. Isn't it the best loot in the world? You can do a lot with a cardboard box. Hit triangle to take command, and where is it putting my character?
This was a good day and some fine work from all of you. We should return home and unload everything.
Are you certain there aren't a few more gold nuggets squirreled away somewhere?
My gut tells me no.
So, Eivor, what's your count?
My count? I got no need to count my kills. They number too many.
Likely story, Wolf-Kissed. Me, I killed 26, I think. Nah.
Hardly.
There were barely a dozen when we arrived, Dog.
Hey,
Oh,
I've not
no,
seen
you
this
missed
part
them.
yet.
They attacked from the forest.
Oh? That might... Something's under attack up ahead. Hopefully not my settlement. I see fire in the distance. That or it's the Dark Ages, so it could just be regular fire.
Dock the ship here. Hold on.
It's just regular fire. From the distance, it looked like that tent was on fire.
Back so soon. And with good news, I hope.
I think we have...
Yeah. A proper blacksmith. Nice.
This is wonderful, Eivor. A forge bigger and harder than my old
Looks like his
forge
nose
back
is
in
bleeding.
Thornburg. Come visit me anytime. For weapons and gear, there is no man better than me.
I will, Gunnar. Have no doubt.
Oh, I
What
just
can
got
I do
my
for you on this fine day?
movie list movie assignment.
Well, what are your options this time?
Okay, there's 4 choices. Brokeback Mountain.
Yes.
Doubt. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, and Dallas Buyers Club.
Those are all horrible movies. None of them
Never
is worth
even heard any
watching.
of them.
In my opinion, none of them is worth watching.
Yeah, but I
I've seen the trailers and it was bad enough. This is going to be a rough week. Um, go through the list one more time.
Brokeback Mountain, Doubt, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, and Dallas Buyers Club.
Give me a second to Google real quick. Okay, definitely no. What was the Virginia? What was the name of the Virginia Woolf thing?
Yeah, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf is a 1966 movie. What? I got it?
Honestly, that sounds terrible too. I don't even know what to tell you. These all sound bad.
I know, like what?
I googled the two I had heard of, and they're awful.
Mm-hmm. Plus,
So what's the point of watching any of these? I mean, it's for a school assignment. What are you supposed to be learning?
well, I'm supposed to like.
How not to make a movie?
Well, it just says I have to like watch one of these films that was listed and then answer the questions, but it's more like in detail what they're at, like directly in the film itself. And the thing is, the part one of it is watch the final scene of Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, that's not a good one either. Best of luck, I guess. I don't.
Thanks.
I'm sorry. I feel
Oh, that's
bad
what
for you on this one. Yeah. Supposedly they got rated good reviews and stuff, but the concepts and plots of the short description that they have of the movie that I just googled, all of them sound awful. If you want to watch shitty romance shows, that's your assignment. It's awful.
Yeah. At least the Bonnie and Clyde part will be easy because I know everything when it comes to Bonnie and Clyde.
I know of Bonnie and Clyde. I'd never seen it myself, but I've heard it about it enough. But I get the general idea. And they reference that one in a bunch of other things, but I don't know. Can you go through the list one more time?
Yeah, give me a sec. Brokeback Mountain, Doubt.
Definitely no. Doubt? Say that one. Does it matter which version of these you see? Because it looks like a few of these things have multiple renditions of them.
It just shows the year of which they've been released.
Oh, well, that would help.
Yeah, Brokeback Mountain was 2005, Doubt 2008. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf 1966, and Dallas Buyers Club 2013.
Okay, so the Brokeback Mountain covers gay romance.
No.
The Doubt is about a racist nun's tirade against a priest.
No.
And the Virginia Woolf thing is okay. It's a
none of these
his history professor and his boozy wife return home from a cocktail party to the home of the college president, Martha's father. They
even more bad.
Yeah, some person comes over for a nightcap and they get into a no-holds-barred torrent of marital angst and verbal tirades. Sounds like an orgy movie of some sort. Yeah, as I said, all of these sound horrible.
Bad.
Okay, yeah. And what's the next one? You know,
that was it.
No, that was 3. You listed 4. What was the 4th one?
Dallas Buyers Club?
Dallas Buyers Club. 1980s electrician is starting to learn that he has AIDS. And he's got 30 days left to live. So you've got to... He seeks out alternative therapies and smuggles unapproved drugs into the U.S. wherever he can find them. So you've got an adult drug addict, a racist nun, a gay romance, and some weird orgy thriller. Those are your options for movies?
Uh-huh.
My God, I feel bad for you. I'm sorry. That sounds awful. I hate to say it, but maybe go for the racist nun? It seems like the safer option.
I don't know.
Yeah, you see why I've never watched any of those movies. It's just, the description alone makes me want to throw up on all of them. Okay, to construct a new building, approach a signpost with sufficient supplies and raw materials. As it grows, it will gain renown and unlock new building opportunities. Call Raven to see all services that are built or are available to construct. Okay.
What is it you do here again?
If you need weapons and armor enhanced or adorned, that's what I'm here for.
I would like to see what you have in stock.
All my pieces are good, but that one's very good.
Use tab navigation to access the downgrade gear menu. The downgrade is 1.0. Why the heck would you do that? Oh, change appearance. Use tab navigation to access the change appearance menu. And change the look of your gear and weapons.
Is that what you want? You like the looks of that one? I can get you that
Yeah,
one.
I don't even know what to say on all of those movies on them, other than best of luck, I guess. I absolutely love the look of the Isu stuff, but I don't know, it costs me money to apply the look of the things to other things. I won't forget
Nothing
that.
else I can do for you?
No, everything you have is too expensive.
I'm
Bye.
off. Be well, friend.
Be well, my friend.
Appearance customization should not cost me 50 silver every time. I should be allowed to at least preview the look of things.
Well met, Eivor.
Tell me about what you do here.
If you want to deal with your raiders, you come through me. I'll make sure they're ready for you and keep them in fighting shape. You need to build some barracks. Otherwise, these raiders
Yeah, I should be
are going to
done
get
soon, then we
soft,
could do some
and
Wheel of
we can't
Fortune.
have that.
Okay, cool. I'm just doing apparently
Time to go.
settlement
See you
building in
soon.
this game, which I didn't even realize was a
Fight
thing.
well.
So this is where the barracks is. I guess I interact with the sign.
With this, we can recruit more warriors. Now I can build the most vicious crew ever to sail the rivers of England.
Our warriors now have a place to rest and train.
A fine shelter it is. When word gets out, it should attract many Jomsvikingar to fight with us. Which reminds me, a few of your raiders are chomping at the bit in hope of becoming your second. You ought to pick one.
Oh? Oh, I can customize a second in command? His skin and bones. And this guy's supposed to be my second in command. My second in command will be Lord Shax. No. They'll just have whatever the default is. I play enough Destiny. Here we go. Okay, so if I unequip this, and his primary weapon will be the Gallarhorn sword. There we go. Can't change his name. Oh. Fat and skinny Lord Shax. That sounds like it could be Lord Shax. He's a little fat though. His, his name is Nadadar, the Ball Breaker. Okay, who's not fat? Come on, the closest to Lord Shax. I mean, How are the Undying? Well, I mean, Shax can't die because of his ghost, so technically. And this could be a strand weapon. What the hunters use. In Destiny. Well, that works. Just the default. It's alive. Enter Lord Shax. Also known as Power of the Undying. The two people in futuristic armor inside this Viking game. Oh, and there's just a dude with flame armor. What? Who is this guy?
No greater honor than to serve aboard your sea steed, Eivor.
Why is this cutscene taking so long?
Oh, I didn't know my brother played this game. I'm a survivor's Viking. Halfer heard about your achievements and will be honored to join your clan. Vikings are honorable warriors who follow a strict code of conduct, dedicating their lives to the fight. They will fight on your side as long as you can pay for their services.
Cool. Valor in battle and earn your place at the great table.
Literally my brother. What? Isn't this the best crew? Okay. I haven't spoken to my brother in forever, but wonder how he's doing. Ooh, note to raiders from Adis. We are never safe. We were never safe. Constant vigilance. Keep your eyes and ears sharp. Keep your bodies strong. And keep your heads in the battle. Even in moments of peace, never let your guard down, for that is when they strike. And whoever keeps leaving their sweat-soaked wraps in the box with the clean ones, I will find you, and I will send you to hell myself. That's funny. What else is there to do here? There's a game of dice.
Oh, look. I could do with a round.
Orlok, a game of skill. Orlok. How about a game?
Let's do this then.
All right then. Let us begin.
I don't remember how to play. Heal health after the resolution phase. Heal damage to the opponent after the resolution phase. Health seems more important. What is this? Oh, you can pick all of them. Okay, hits. I don't know what I'm doing. Ah, here we go. Help. Deal 1 damage, block 1 damage, block an arrow, deal an arrow, steal 1 token, and gain a token. Okay. What was that again? Steal 1 token. Oh, this all seems good to me. I don't understand what the goal is. I wanted to keep those. Do I have to select them? I don't... Oh, selects to keep. Shit. Keep.
Finally, I'm done with this cutscene. That took forever. Hey, but I beat him with, it's one character dead. I think that is the win.
I'm glad you finally beat him.
Yeah. That was my second time trying.
This will do.
Once I'm done with this game of dice,
Yeah.
join you on that. Block. Okay,
Ah!
I'm not keeping any of those. not sure what half of this stuff means, but okay. Now, since taking tokens seems to be important, I will keep those.
Ah, not like this.
I thought those tokens were mine. Why is he getting all the special powers? I don't know what I'm doing. No problem with it having been years since I've played this thing at all. That blocks an arrow, so I should use this to bypass it.
Interesting. I have cornered you now.
I guess I have health for some reason.
This game is as good as old.
Taking like all of this gold.
Utter defeat.
An immense victory. Dare you reclaim your honor? I'm willing to give you a chance.
Another time, perhaps.
Well, I don't understand what he was doing anyway, but that game
You
is
look
done.
like you know a thing or two about dice.
Not a thing. That was horrible. Okay,
I would like to reorganize the crew.
done?
back.
You're back?
I had
I must
to
be on my
grab
way
a
now.
soda too,
Goodbye.
and some string cheese.
I'm almost. The Assassin's Creed 15th anniversary statue.
I'm honored to see you, Eivor.
Can you remind me what you do here?
Whatever you need for your longship, my husband and I are happy to help. We have quite an eye for these things. But right now, we're more concerned with you building us a place to do our work. Get on that soon, won't you?
I must take my leave. So long.
Goodbye, Eivor.
Where am I supposed to be building this thing? There, maybe? Almost done. Trying to figure out one last thing. I thought I had done everything in this little settlement building thing, but apparently not. Is this the... It is.
Hytham, now that you and Basim are settled, what will you do?
We have work to do, starting in the cities of England. London, Jorvik, Winchester, all three are infested by members of the same order to which Kjotve belonged. But their reach extends much further than this. Of all the lands on Earth, I believe England is the most overrun.
Do they cause here the same turmoil Kjotve caused in Norway?
Not just turmoil. They spread a plague of delusion, teaching men and women to abase and abuse themselves in exchange for power.
You have strong feelings about this.
Of course. This is the sole purpose of the Hidden Ones, to liberate the body and spirit of man from any unnatural shackles. But we have not operated in England for over 4 centuries. Since the fall of the Roman Empire, the Hidden Ones have not had a presence here. This absence has given the Order of the Ancients ample room to grow and thrive. Our task will not be an easy one, but with a bureau, Basim and I could begin our work. If you have the time and spare resources to build one, we would be most grateful.
I will see what I can do.
Huh. I need supplies to build an Assassin's HQ.
Tell me about what you do here.
As a stable hand and a gameskeeper, I am happy to help you with any matter concerning your horses or your raven. But for the moment, I'm a little stuck. If you could build me a stable, I can set up shop.
How did you come to have such an affinity for horses, Rowan?
They were my best friends growing up. I was a sickly boy with a stammer, and the horses were the only ones who never teased me. Over time, I suppose I came to understand them as well as you may understand people. I listen when they speak, and vice versa.
I will see you later, friend.
Make sure you talk to your raven regularly. They like that.
Sunan, guide me.
Forgot I had a ribbon. Oh well. I guess. Thank you everyone for watching my live stream. That will be it for this episode.
About to get his butt kicked.
You wish. I will totally win the Wheel of Fortune.
You should have seen me last night.
Hmm.